Sup guys, special disclaimer, as of right now I actually dropped the coaching prices, got some time left, okay? So if you want limited cheap coaching, hit me up on the Discord, link is down below, and enjoy the video, it's a really good one. Sup guys, back with a new banger, and in this video I really want to show you guys how you can consistently carry games no matter which ELO, but obviously for most of you quite a little bit lower ELO. Doesn't really matter though, it's applicable to every ELO. And yeah, I'm playing Viego in this game, roughly Emerald ELO. So ELO most of the people actually completely hate, but it's so easy to win in this ELO, to be honest. And in this game actually I died one time, very stupidly in the early game, but I'm just gonna show you guys how even if you limit test and you die or you int, I don't care, how you can still completely take over this game. I went 14-1, we ended this game so quickly, and yeah. So this game, I'm playing Viego. First of all, jungle matchup and lane matchup, as in every game. Viego against Zag, I know for sure I can invade him. Can I kill him? It's kind of tough, unless he has no cooldowns. But I for sure know I'm stronger than him, unless I get hit by his entire combo. Second of all, top lane matchup. Cassante, the king of weak side. You can play for your Cassante top lane if you get kills, but it's not really a priority because this guy is gonna be useful no matter what. So comparing that to my bot lane, very aggressive, Nico with Ignite, Jhin with Dark Harvest. I mean, they are very oppressive, especially against this bot lane. So I'm really looking to impact bot lane here, and that's the reason why I'm actually starting on my top side in this game. Actually, I could think about using my ward here. I didn't use it because the enemy is actually covered quite well. But usually you want to use your ward at the 1 minute mark on the Raptors, if you can. Starting leashless on my Raptors, nothing too special. Reason for that is because it allows me to go for a second sequence before I base after taking the bot scuttle. So in this game, I immediately see that the enemy can be leashed, as we can see on the map right here. So I'm really thinking about, you know, as I've said, depending on my lane matchups. I have a Lux mid lane as well. Not the strongest mid laner, but she will have a lot of prior against Helen. So all I'm thinking about is a free camp into an invade over here, since the Zag started on his blue side, right? So I'm doing free camps, he's doing free camps, and then I'm gonna invade him with my red buff over here and my mid lane prior. So nothing too special. I'm pinging. As you can see, I ping my mid and my bot lane to push the waves. So the Zag is kind of like isolated, right? But by the time I'm here, I know Zag can actually, I did 3 camps, he did 3 camps, right? So he has to be here because he's not ganking topside. So I actually know, and I have pinged it actually, I think, that he will for sure go for mid lane gank since his Lux is like so overextended. So I'm actually fine if he ganks this. Again, I'm perma pinging Lux that he might be mid lane. And Zag is actually kind of hesitating here. And I know if the Lux knows that he's there, she can never die, which of course she doesn't, right? And this Zag made a tremendous mistake. He went for gank even though this Lux has flash, right? And the talent was like kind of pushed in. So you never want to gank a lane if you cannot get a kill. And I'm fine with him ganking my Lux and taking a flash. Because now I can just take this red buff, which I do. Since I have still lane prior, I actually choose to fight him here. Just chunking him out a little bit. I know I cannot kill him if he has W, or E I should say. Okay, fine. Here I'm looking again. I would go for Scuttle, but I actually know I can for sure kill this guy. Guys, you wanna gank lanes if you can kill them. This guy, wave positioning is so shitty for him. Even if I gank this guy, like he's gonna lose so much, right? I know I can kill him, I'm Viego, I have flash up. I know his HP, so first of all HP very low, killable. Second, wave stat, very good for me to gank it like this, right? From this angle. And third of all, summoner spells, he has flash, I believe, but I think, I mean I also have flash and I have my W, right? So even if this guy flash, I can for sure kill him. He used flash here, kills my Lux. I mean, she kind of played it bad. If she was just more patient, we could for sure kill this guy. Again though, I punish his talent. And again, he has no flash. It's a talent though. He has E, right? So I just do it like this. Actually, I don't know, stood still here. Easy kill. And even if my Lux dies here, the talent is so fucked. Because as you can see, this minion wave is not coming. So I really wanna, you know, freeze this wave here. Since there's like a bunch of minions and the talent has a minion advantage, this wave will freeze right here. So even if it was a 1-for-1, and it could have been better if the Lux was more patient, the talent is fucked here. And again, I identified this opportunity. HP, wave state, summoner spells, I knew for sure I can kill him. Lux played it bad, but nonetheless it turns out pretty good. So we made the best out of that. So now I know, as you can see, I'm pinging here, and we actually see the sack here on bot lane. I mean, we knew he was bot side, right? So my bot lane should never die. He actually has 20 CS, which basically means he did this camp 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20 because he jumped over, right? So Scuttle has to be up. I mean, I see it because I'm pathing like this in the river. So Scuttle is still up. But I know for sure I can go for a kill here on the sack. And I really want to focus this Veigar here. Why? Because by the time I'm here, this team will already have killed the sack. And I really want to chunk this Veigar out. Because once sack passive drops, I want this Veigar to be scared as fuck to, you know, protect the sack. So I want to chunk this Veigar out as good as I can here. Because by the time I'm on the sack, like the passive will drop, right? So you can see I'm using the time to chunk the Veigar out. And now we can go for the sack. Very important. If I didn't do this, he would actually live there. So we end up killing him. And this is so important. How many, no matter which ELO, like up till Grandmaster, so many people would just go like this and this. And it's so bad. The sack died, okay? And we want, at this point, with our advantage, I have so much gold here, just base. My top lane camps, level 2 camps are respawning here. And I basically get the same value, but just basing and getting these camps, just like if I went for this and this. So if I went for my bot side clear here, the sack could actually invade me, he could have pressure top side, he could just freely take the grab, right? I want to base, spend my gold, and play for top lane right here. Because I know I'm stronger than the sack, and if I'm matching him from the get-go right now, he will never be able to make a play on any lane, right? So this is so important. I want to base here. Of course, like if I'm like close to a mythic item, I mean this is early game, but let's say there's like really a spike I want to get, right? Or whatever it is. Then I would maybe stay for this. But I have so much gold, like it doesn't matter if I base, you know, with a little bit more gold for like one long soul or something, right? So that's why I want to base here immediately. Of course, I'm looking for a Veigar or anyone moving up. So I can go for this play, but since, you know, I'm basing, they're not showing, I'm fine with just, you know, going topside here instantly. So important, guys. And actually, if you clear those camps, right, they will respawn at a higher level and get you so much more XP. So I'm actually fine with these camps staying at level 1 right now. I'm really fine with them. And again, the sack has no counterplay. He will for sure go topside, because these camps are down, right? But at 420 this respawn, at 440 this respawn. So we know for sure out of base he will go like this. And if I go top lane now and clear my camps, I can for sure counter gank top lane, counter gank mid lane, you know. I'm really on the map right now, having spent my gold, and I'm able to, you know, completely fuck the sack now for his mistake. So, going topside. We can think about ganking the Camille, but to be honest, she might have a ward, right? Since she's so pushed up, we can assume she has a ward here. Of course, we don't know really, but you just have to assume, so it would be very bad if I moved like this, right? Because if I move like this and she gets out and it's not a kill, again, we wanna go for a gank if we can for sure kill a lane. The sack will have so much tempo on me if he just does a full clear. And by the time he does this, I'm stuck over here and he can make a play on bot side, right? Or mid lane. Like, I'm very behind in tempo if I go for a play here. So, unless this was a free gank, I would never go for this. So, I'm just going for my Crux here. After doing the Crux, I'm actually fine checking for top lane play. If it's not available, okay, just check the Scuttle. Maybe go for an invade, right? Or just go for full clear. So actually now I'm fine with going like this, right? But you want to do at least your Crux here for level 4. Because if I didn't do them and I went straight for a play like this, it would be so bad to, you know, leave them. You want to really balance your farming with your proactive plays. And that's really the main difference between challengers and low elo players. And it all comes down to fundamentals. Ganking, okay. Not ganking topside, just taking my Crux, because there is not a high possibility of me killing the Camille, right? So I'm going for the Crux. Now I actually have some downtime. I actually have some time. And we actually saw the sack, took the Scuttle. And I know for sure now this camp has to be up. Again, he was on death timer, I based. He had 8-second death timer, I had 8-second base. So we basically the same tempo. So I know if I go here and take one camp, he will take this red. Then me going here, we actually saw him taking the Scuttle. So he for sure has this camp still up. And I have my supporter here, my mid laner here. Camille has to catch this wave. I can for sure play for this. But actually the sack decides to go for a mid lane play here. Which is fine, you know, just grab this camp. I can look to move mid lane after this. But actually, I can just move behind the tower and kill a sack. but my team actually ends up killing him. Lux is level 6. Again, if the Sag survived here, I would just be behind and kill him. Since he died, okay, it's 540. We know for sure this camp is up. Again, first camp after your buff, he started topset, Camille gave him a leash. 420, this spawns. 440, this spawns. 5 minutes, this spawns. So I know for sure this camp is up. So just move through the towers. Punish the enemy jungler if he makes, for anything he does, to be honest. In this case he dies, so instantly punish him. So here, punishing him, taking the raptors, and this is really the play where I was kind of limit testing. The Sag has no based. I think this is kind of greedy to go for this. I mean, you can still go for this if you have smite, but I actually see the bot lane so overextended and my support is moving here, right? So I immediately think about the bot lane play here, which I do. I ping here. We could have played this maybe better. I think this was not too bad of a play. He barely survives. The Jhin missed his shit, right? So kind of unlucky, but I still go for this play. I think it's very bad. We know the Sag, right? When I did this, he was respawning and going here. So I would just have to, not overextend here. Just go for my camps, right? Clear topside, take the crops, and the game would be very easy at this point. So this is a massive mistake. I mean, I was kind of limit testing. As you can see, I nearly killed the Vega. But yeah, it was not guaranteed, to be honest. Like, this was kind of a mistake. I was fine with doing that. Yeah, but again, it just goes to show you don't want to really go for plays that are not guaranteed. But again, challenger decision making, it really doesn't matter if you make it in play in the early game and you don't get frustrated mentally and you just keep playing the game. Okay, right now, what do I want to do? Looking at my camps, we know Sag is bot side, right? He can take this for sure. So I want to match him, clear my camps, and as soon as he finishes this, he will go topside, right? Because that's where his camps are. These camps are down. So by the time he finishes Drake, I will have finished my bot side here. And then again, match him. Of course, it helps to have a winning topside here. So that even more justifies the decision here to just immediately, instead of going for grubs here and trading it for Drake, I know for sure I can go for this play. And even if he's topside then, right, for the grubs, we can for sure go for a play here. Because by that time, I will have level 6. I have a strong top lane. If I had a weak top lane, I would maybe take the advantage here, the opportunity to just trade Drake, right, because he's bot side, for the grubs and then path like this. But since we're so strong on the map, I can actually, get my camps on the reset here and then go for this. I mean, this situation only happened because I died, right? This would actually, I mean, imagine it. If I don't overextend here and die, I would be in a perfect position to just take these camps. Then he goes for Drake, fine, I just traded, right? So, but right here, I'm kind of like fucked in a way because I died. So my move was used and I died. But again, identifying the map state, I know, okay, I don't have to go for this. Nonetheless, I can just go for my camps here and play for this. Again, if my top lane was losing, or like if I'm not that sure if we can contest the grubs, I would immediately go for grubs here. Because I don't think a Sag can really take your entire bot set here. And again, even if he does go for this, right? When I go for grubs instead. Okay, he goes for this play, then I just trade his top camps, right? So you can really see the decision making, how every possibility is basically covered. So I'm clearing my camps. Sag, as expected, does his Drake. Now I just go for this camp. Here I actually could immediately move for grubs, but my Cassandra is not in lane, so Camille might be very annoying here. And also I kind of want to get my red buff, so even though I get level 6 of this camp, having a red buff on any champion, to be honest, is so much more like crucial for your skirmishing power. So I really want to do my red buff here. I actually end up going for, I actually end up, checking his bot side camps. Because again, Sag made a move bot side, he stayed here. So I know for sure I can look for this. Again, if you invade or do an objective, you kind of have to consider the proximity lanes, right? So we don't know where the Talon is, we don't know where Camille is. And I'm actually very scared of those two champions just collapsing on me, right? So I'm checking for this, but I'm just keeping in my mind, okay, in case I see Camille is not showing top lane anytime soon, I'm very concerned, right? And I think I can actually, kind of buy time. I'm not going to die to Camille immediately. I can actually 1v1 her, I believe. But as soon as this guy disappears, then I really got a dip, right? So at all times here, I'm looking. I actually see they have a pink ward, so they for sure will move, right? Again, sorry. Again, I'm going for this because Sag was bot side. He's never going to be here. Only Camille can be here. So I'm actually fine taking this. Because I think there's no way she can kill me. I still have flash, worst case. So I end up going for this. Camille actually shows, just as expected. I smite, take this. Okay, fine. Use this plant. And here I actually go for this. I think it's fine to look for this opportunity because, I mean, it doesn't matter if I go for Grump or Grubs. She can check either camp, really, or objective. So here, I go for his Grump. I'm expecting the Sack pink this, and so she moves back, which is fine. I use my R. I'm actually fine with using my R here, to be honest. Also, I mean, you don't have to. I could be more patient and then take the camp. But again, I'm going for the Grubs now. Why? There's Talon, no vision, right? There's a pink what? If I go for the Grubs here, both of them can collapse on me. So I will just spend the time where they have an opportunity to do this, since there is no wave in the tower, to just take the Crux and then go for this, right? So if I went for the Grubs right away, right now, with no R, I would at least have to burn a flash, and worst case, I mean, I'm gonna not get anything, right? So going for Grubs. Now Kamali's showing topside, so now I can go after the Crux, go for the Grubs, right? So I'm going for this. I really want to check mid lane here, because my Lux actually based here. So again, I cannot contest this, because if I do, I'm just gonna get collapsed on, right? Lose my flash or worst case die. So I really want to check if this Talon is moving. And again, the Sack just started the Grubs. He's not gonna finish them anytime soon. So I'm just checking here where the Talon is. Talon actually not showing. So I can actually now immediately, since he didn't show and is going for a base, even if he moves, I will just move, you know, if they want to collapse on me, to my Cassandra, right? I still have flash, so I'm kind of safe here. So I'm just going here, take one Grub from him, you know, being really annoying. And again, patience, very key. If the Talon moves, okay, I can just run, right? So you don't want to fight this guy right now. I already got a Grub, he's mad as fuck. So I'm just being patient here, very patient. So right now, I can look for this play. Again, if the Talon shows, I'm just running, you know, here. I can play with my Lux, she's moving. So I'm really considering my lanes at all times and our power level and how much damage we have and their enemies. So, kind of want to bait the Sack here. If he goes in, I think he's very dead. My Lux is over here, so we can fight this for sure. He's using his E. So I know for sure now, okay, getting the Grubs here. All fine. Now immediately move to this play right here. And again, all of this came down to every tiny decision I made, right? Okay, Camille is moving to the Grump. Okay, fine. I'm going to the Crux, because the Talon can move, right? Then I'm going to the Grubs, playing very safe, checking where the Talon is. Taking one Grub, because I know my Lux is moving. You can really see how I'm playing like pixel perfect, so I don't fuck up here. And you will always get rewarded if you play like this. Because there's no other way. If you're not making a mistake, at some point you will, you know, have the opportunity to take advantage of an opportunity like this, right? So if I fucked up at any point and they actually collapse on me, I wouldn't be able to make this play here. So, free kill for me. Of course, my Cassandra is doing some work, right? But, I mean, if your teammates are like completely dog shit, right? You can still win games, but maybe there's an opportunity later on, right? If you just farm your camps and you drop this rift, this Grubs. But it's really about patience here and knowing what you can and cannot do. So we end up killing this guy. I wanna chunk the Talon here. If I just go for the Sack, right, he will just kill me. And I know my Lux is moving here. So I know if I chunk this guy, we can actually kill this Talon. Again, as you can see, he has to flash. So I just reward myself with this kill right now, because now I can go for this. The Talon used his cooldowns and he's running away since the Lux is here, and we chunked him pretty good. So right here, I'm just going for, I actually realize here that this wave is actually pushing into my Cassandra, so I don't really want to take this wave here. So I end up, you know, just going to the Scuttle, or actually doing the Grubs, right? The Talon based, obviously, because he's not showing topside. Take this, take the Scuttle. And now, all I want to do is just take my Raptors, recall, and just play for bot side, right? We invested a ton of time topside, there are no camps up. I just want to reset my Raptors here, go for base, I have a bunch of gold. And again, match the Sack bot side, right? So there's no way he can get ahead in this game. So, and I mean, I also got my Mythic, right? So here, this is so important. We know, and I'm even pinging it, we took the Grubs, Scuttle, Sack will be pathing bot side. Because that's where his camps are, right? I mean, if he shows topside, fine, okay. Then I just punish him, right? And the game is over. And then I'm, you know, punishing him, take his camps, go for a dive bot lane, right? It's very bad. And I mean, it's a Cassandra, bro. This guy can never kill him anyways. So I'm not even considering this. Again, if he goes for this, I will punish him. But in this case, I know for sure my bot lane is actually hard trading. So I don't want to clear my camps here, to be honest. I want to be in proximity of my bot lane, because I know at this point I'm 3-1. I'm on the map with a mythic. I'm the strongest dude in this team, to be honest, or in this entire game. I want to use my advantage and make a counterplay bot side. If, of course, we see the talent is not here, we know the Zac must be bot side, right? So I think I can really do a game-winning play here, which actually ends up happening. So instead of going to my Wolves or my Gromp, I mean, I leave the Gromp, but I'm just thinking about pulling this to my bot side here. And you can really see I'm just moving bot side here. I'm not going to my camps, because I know my bot lane is baiting the enemies. And again, I get rewarded, right? Talent literally in my face, as I've said. Punish him completely. He has to use his R. He's completely fucked now. And we end up killing this Talent here. Very easy. And I mean, this is not mechanics. And you need mechanics to make, you know, to benefit of your decision making. There's like no way I win this fight if I, you know, play like a complete dog. But I mean, that's really where mechanics are important. But it's only important if you are in a position where they make sense, right? If there's a play I'm never gonna win, no matter how good I play, like, mechanics are not gonna help me. But in this case, perfect position here. I have my mythic. I know we can do some shit here. End up killing the enemies. I mean, this is mechanical stuff, but this is actually not too hard what I'm doing here. You know, just use the Vega thingy. Here, actually, I kind of bait this lane by using my E. I'm using it like this, so he comes back, right? I mean, this is his mistake, but I know, right, I want to push this wave, and I can only kill this guy if I bait him here. So I'm actually baiting him in, use my E like this, and immediately use my R, kill him. I mean, he uses his flash very late, right? But, I mean, even if he just uses his flash, it's rough. So we end up killing him, quadra kill, game is over. And you can see, guys, even if you make like limit testing plays in the early game, if you don't lose your mental, don't tilt, and you just keep playing, you know, I mean, you can make a fuck up here and there. I'm not saying it's good, but like there's no way you lose a game because of one mistake. If you just, you know, have challenger level decision making. Again, Zac is dead, my Nico is here, go for this Drake, and then, you know, we can look for plays. But again, Zac died, punish him, take Drake, which I'm doing here. We end up taking the Drake. And I actually just, again, what do I want to do? I don't want to go for this. I know Zac will be topside again, right? He will be topside. Or even if his camps are up here, he will go bot lane and still have topside, right? That's where his camps are spawning. Junglers always go where the camps are spawning. I mean, if he's not, fine. Then my tracking is shit in that kind of way because he's making a weird play. But I mean, if he's not going topside, and let's say he's going bot side immediately for whatever reason. Okay, fine. I just punish you, right? So here, taking Drake, have a bunch of gold, 2k. Don't go for these camps. I can just reset, and getting these camps doesn't do anything. I already have so much gold. I just did a quadra kill. I just want to base, spend my gold, and be in a position to, you know, deny the Zac any opportunity to go for plays while I'm FK farming. Especially if it doesn't matter. Because I already have so much gold, I have to spend it to be able to be as strong as I need to be. So, we see the Zac topside, as we've said, very predictable, because there's no other thing he can really do. Just take my camps here. I know if he shows for a top lane play, I don't have to be here right away. I have a Cassante full HP, right? So if he goes for a play here, I can look to, you know, move then. But right now, I'm just looking at the map. Is there anything I can do? If there's not, fine, just take my camps. So, taking my camps here. Now I took my camps. I know Zac is topside. I can look for a play here. So let's see what happens here. Predicted, he's topside, right? I'm stronger than him, he has to respect me. Okay, fine, he's running away, just take his blue buff. After taking his blue buff, he's topside, right, this guy. So I can actually spend some time to counterplay or make a play, right? Because I'm so strong. I don't want to go like this. I mean, I could think about this, but as long as the Zac is topside, I mean, I'm really denying him any opportunity to get himself or his teammates back in the game. They actually engage with me, fine, use my R, run away. I mean, I'm fine with using my R like this, if I just, you know, punish the Zac and take his blue buff. It's really not that big of a deal. So here, immediately, go for the Camille. Sauna from the tower, she's completely losing the lane at this point. Help my Cassante get blatings. Here at this point, there's really nothing else I can do at this point anymore. I'll just go mid lane here. I mean, I could go for this Herald, but I mean, my luck's died, right? So, and I don't want to give the second opportunity to 3v2 us on this. So I'm just going mid lane here, and again I'm thinking about going mid lane, maybe kill this guy. If I don't kill him, just push him off so he doesn't get play things, and then play for my camps here and look for a play. If the Sag decides to go for this Herald for whatever reason, right, I can still go, moving here, and he goes like this. I can still, go back and contest it. Or if there's like a dive bot lane, okay, I can think about trading this, taking my camps, going bot lane, taking his camps, right? Because I think like 6 camps are superior to like 1 Herald. So I end up chasing this Talon. So Talon's actually moving here. And Machin is kind of inting. I don't know why he's this far up. They actually use TP. Nothing I can really do. Fine. Okay. Machin is all the way in their base, to be honest. So just take my Scuttle here. I know Sag is bot side. I can actually look to take a camp here. Or invade him, which I do. I mean, this is kind of lucky that he has no smite. But again, the play is the right one. I mean, even if he smites this, okay, fine. Just go back to my bot side camps, right? This is like a 2-second play. So if he ends up smiting it, fine. I was looking for the opportunity. In this case, I actually have smite up, smite it away. And bro, you can tell how mad this guy is. And at this point, I'm almost 3 levels up on the Sag. Same play here. He was just bot side. He has no top side camps up besides this. So he will go like this. I can actually go for my bot camps and then play for top side again. Match the Sag, right? No play is allowed for this guy. I'm really denying this guy any possibility to make anything. So take my camps. Immediately my Lux is actually moving topside. So I want to take this mid wave here because she's not in position. I actually want her to stay top lane here. And again, just take the wave. She moved topside, so there's really no one to catch this. Again, here I'm just moving topside. Want to make an impact here. Even if my teammates died here and they used all the cooldowns, the enemies and my teammates, I would just be able to clean up. So going here, looking for a play. I'm very strong. Going on the Sag here. I think he has passive, I believe. Yeah, we actually don't end up killing him here. Because the minions, there's a Talon, the minions are kind of blocking my W, so I cannot really one-shot this. And I think the Talon can actually kill me here if I play stupid. So fine, Sag, okay, let him respawn. And now all I'm thinking about, taking this tower. Okay? Because I know if they go in, we can actually kill them, right? And we want to pressure this. And if the Sag wastes his time waiting here, fine. Like, there's nothing he can really do. So I'm helping this guy push the wave. We end up actually, baiting the Sag. As I've said, we want to take this tower. Okay, he goes in, has no passive, just kill him. I mean, and I don't end up killing this Talon. I'm going for the play, but I actually don't have enough damage here under the tower. Which is fine. Just move out. I mean, kind of opportunistic. You could just go for, not go for this play. But I don't think it's too bad. Camille actually shows up, we don't get the tower. Fine, okay. Base, spend my gold. Immediately, go back. I have topside camps, there's Herald up. Camille just came out of base. I can actually look to kill her. I can look for a mid lane play. Again, nothing is bot side up. So basically, just look for bot lane, top lane play here. As of right now, there's no play. My Cassante is coming out of base, so just take my camp here. We spot the Camille. I see my Lux is actually here and my Nico, so I can look for a play here. We actually see the Selene here. I think it's kind of int if I go, like, after this is all fine. But now I kind of have to run. Just looking for a play here. They are in the bush, no vision. Okay, fine, just take the Scuttle. And here again, this all stems from me playing topside here. I mean, this kind of looks obvious. I'm very strong here. I know we can take a fight. This is just mechanical at this point. And at this point, this game is just, if you just make the basic, good, fundamental decisions, you will clean up, right? So we just end up skirmishing here. End up killing this Selene, I believe. Yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy here, to be honest. End up punishing them. I actually pushed this wave in, so my Cassandra can get the tower. Sag actually died. I know I can take the Herald and then the Drake. End up taking the Herald. And this is very bad if you guys now go for display. My team wants to reset. So if I go for display, I mean, I don't even think it's worth going for this. Because I have no smite up, the Sag might take it, and even if I get the blue buff, I just wanna play for Drake right now. Which I do. I mean, first of all, I clear my topside camps. Again, I wanna be playing bot side. I know the Sag is not a Drake right now, so I can just take these camps. And at this point, actually, I don't base because even though I have so much gold, I'm so ahead here. I don't actually need to base. I'm as strong as I need to be, and my team is also very strong. Maniko is ambushing here, so I'm looking for a play here. If it doesn't work out, fine, go for Drake. Again, I'm not basing here actually, even though I said I want to look for a base, but since my team is on the map, proactive, looking for plays, I don't want to base right now. Again, if I based here, For an item, fine. Then you just ping your team off. But right now I know I'm actually fine with my team making plays here, because I don't really need a base at this point. Like, we are so strong at this point, I can just look for a play and accelerate the game state and just make this game, just end this game as soon as possible. Since the Zag is topside, I'm just looking for a Blender's Talon. He ends up running away. Like, it's not like they're gonna get the Drake here, so I can really look for a play here. He ends up running away, so I just push this wave in. Again, we wanna accelerate the game state, keep pushing waves, keep going for objectives, keep looking for opportunities. Here we actually see the Talon moving here. Again, I'm looking for plays. If I just AFK'd, went for the Crux, went for the Drake, I don't know, my team is like making plays on the map here. So I really wanna look to clean up. Again, if I wasn't here, I would never clean up like this. End up killing them. I mean, this is mechanical stuff. End up going to Zag. Yeah, fine. Use my R, kill him. I mean, nothing too crazy here, but it's really the important part here is how I'm able to be in a position to make plays like this with Elite. So yeah, at this point, the Zag died. I mean, even if it's not like we are pushing waves, so now I can look for a Drake, right? Play is over, we killed them, we took a tower. Cassandra is now moving topside, applying pressure, so now I can go for the Drake. And at this point, I'm like, if my team is died, it's like whatever. I mean, I'm taking Drake. Cassandra is pushing this. Even if they die, like, we get so much value here on the map. Of course, best case they don't die, right? But it is what it is. Even happens in higher elos. So take this. Now, my team, my Nico wants to base, my Lux is in base, or actually dies, is on a reset timer. I can look to get my camps now, you know, being proficient with my CS. And I know my Cassandra, he took the tower. Fine, play is over, he goes back. My Lux is dead, fine, I have some downtime, take my camps. She wants to base, downtime. This guy just came out of base. I mean, you can really, the decision making is very easy once you know what it really is about. Downtime, the enemy's jungle's position, objectives. I just took the Drake, I'm on a bunch of gold. My Lux is just respawning, my Cassandra is recalling. I'm in a perfect position here to farm my camps. Now I'm recalling. Why? Now I actually want to spend my gold, right? Because even if I went for play here, my team is not on the map. And I have a bunch of gold, I have almost 3k gold, I have my item. So now there's a perfect opportunity to base. After basing, go topside, why not? My Nico is inting here, so I don't really give a shit. She just, misplaced here. The worst thing you can do is, committing to this play and trying to save the Nico here. So I just take my camps here, and then I'm looking for a play, right? Or not really looking for a play, just looking to maybe protect my teammates if they fuck up. I use my R on this guy. I think it's actually worth if I trade my R for his. So my ADC is actually in a very decent position here in a team fight, since the Talon has no R. Just looking for proactive plays, okay. My Nico is coming out of base, I'm just taking this camp here. And as soon as she comes out of base, I know we can go for a play. Enemies actually make a play here, so I'm just moving. Talon is bot side, I'm fine with him getting the tower. No reason to go top bot lane here, to be honest. Like, the possibility of my team dying here and me being this strong and actually cleaning up is way too high. So I don't give a shit if this guy is over here. And I actually know a 4v5 or even 4v4, bro, we win this hardcore. So I'm instantly deciding to move here. Just, again, as I've said, clean up, kill all of them. And, I mean, you really see how I'm completely dominating this game. And again, so many people in coachings ask me, how can you end games quickly? Just know how strong you are. With jungle tracking, fundamental stuff, all the stuff we've talked about in this video, you will be able to take your lead from the early game, which I emphasize a lot. And this really, I'm really trying to emphasize here, even if you're bad early game, mid-game fundamentals, know your strength, go for the right place. Once you get your lead, you are able to, apply so much pressure that you can end a game like this. So at this point, I'm not gonna go over the stuff, we just end up killing them. And ending this game 15-1, even though we died bot lane. Very stupid one time. Limit test, it's fine. Just keep playing the fundamentals and you will be able to end up like this. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, that's basically it. Very good video, to be honest. And I'm gonna see you in the next one.